Welcome to my presentation. My name is Wade. And do you know in this country, according to the new research, more than 75% of the teenagers have favorite idol. And maybe you will ask, well, what's the favorite idol in this country? I think most of them you say like Michael Jackson, Lady Gaga, Beyonce, something like this. And more than 30% of the teenagers got obsessed by their favorite idols. Like they will buy a ticket for the concert even though it's very expensive, like and very crowded and not very convenient. They still want to go to listen to the concert. And even though you can see the news, in Michael Jackson's concert, and some got few people got dizzy during the concert. And today I'm going to talk about my favorite idols. His name is J-Jo, and actually I grew up with his songs and movies. And he is the most popular and famous artist in Asia area. So I think I'm qualified to present about you. Okay, it's my roadmap. Like first of all, I will talk about his personality and habits, and secondly, I will talk about his early life, which is how he discovered the gift musical skills. And then I will talk about his career, like what major he enrolled, singer, director, actor, and writer, and MC, and so on. And I will introduce his music style, and the final I will talk about his rewards. Okay. First, his personality and habits. Like he is a quiet guy and intensely shy and silent. And his habit is like he loves cars and basketball and kung fu. As you can see, he played basketball with Michael, Coffee Bryant. And he loves cars. He has a bunch of like ideal cars. And this one. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about his early life. Like his mother discovered his musical sensitive and sensitive, and then sent him to the musical school. And he got his piano license at the age of 3, which is very gifty. And instantly he joined the musical contest called Super New Talent King. Why I call it instantly? Because his friend entered his name to this contest show without his known. So it's instant. And then the host of the show discovered his like incredible musical skill, and then hired him as a royal writer. And he composed of a lot of songs for the famous singer at that time. And later on, he got a little bit famous, and then Jackie Wu, which is the owner of the entertainment company, sponsored him to release the first album. And then he starts his own career. And then in this slide, I will talk about how he became famous. Like, because as I mentioned before, he's a silent guy. He's not good at public speaking, so he have to adjust himself to fit in this job, and change a little bit, change the private life to the public life. Because in China, if you become famous, the journalists will try to figure out the bad thing about you. So they will just spy on you every time. And for example, like the peeping Tom. And then his musical style is remix music. Like, he makes the Chinese traditional music to the modern, like the country music, rock music, and create his own style. And he released the first album, and this album got very hot sell, so he became very famous at that time. And after he became very famous, he started to involve to the different majors. Okay. And then I will talk about the movies that he directed or played. And then after I will talk about the Hollywood movie. He's the Hollywood movie actor. Like, he filmed his movie based on his habits. Like, he liked basketball, so he just directed the movie about basketball and played the chapter on it. And he liked cars, so he played the car movie, and piano, and basketball. And then I will talk about his Hollywood movies. In this movie called The Green Hornet, and he played the cartoon in The Green Hornet, which is the assistant of the main character. And this movie is the second most hit movie in the US during the last summer. And finally, I will talk about his reward. Like, he had the interview with CNN, which is showing he's the most popular star in Asia area, because CNN is like a big and famous and popular news company. And then he had the interview with him, so that means the CNN sure he's famous. And then he had more than 1,000 rewards for his music. And during the Sichuan earthquake, he donated like $2 million to help the people. So he also got a reward from it. And in conclusion, today I'm talking about his early life and his current career and his rewards. Do you have any question?
How long have you been he was a singer?
Like more than 15 years.